Tonight, devastation turned to determination after a Wisconsin community was hit hard by a storm. Tonight, they're celebrating the reconstruction of their harbor. Plus, vaccinations are slowing down, and now the FDA is responding in hopes of saving doses that are going unused. And from homes to boats and now cars, the supply chain can't keep up with the demand after a pandemic year.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. It was a day of celebration on Wisconsin's South Shore as the community gathered to celebrate the finished reconstruction on Saxon Harbor. In 2016, it was battered and destroyed by severe weather, and since then, state and local leaders have been working to get the harbor back in working condition. CBS 3's Natalie Grant was at today's ceremony and shares what this harbor means to the small Wisconsin community.
Grace Hines and her husband have lived in Saxon Harbor since 1974. From their restaurant, they have had a front row seat to many events over the years, but not one as tragic as the 2016 flood.
There were just piles of logs and trees and boat parts and things. We were fine. We were all right. But everything in front of us was just an ungodly mess.
Hines recalls the devastation like it was yesterday.
At 6:30 in the morning, this is in July, I walked out onto the front deck and looked down, and I physically could not go down there because it really was making me sick.
The wreckage made an impact, prompting local and state officials to step in and help. Now, almost 5 years and $15 million later, the harbor is back open and better than before. Friday was a dedication ceremony, celebrating hard work put in to restore the area, and state leaders who worked on the project made a special trip to see its completion.
I really feel really some goodwill about this because I was able to help in my own way with everyone else that has been able to restore this.
Seeing this amazing, really, it's just a beautiful asset for the county and the South Shore, and I'm so happy to be a part of this today.
Hoping this new chapter for Saxon Harbor will withstand a Great Lakes wrath.
But Superior is Superior. And whether it's a lake event or a wind event or a rain event, we're not going to call those shots. That's going to happen.
The ceremony also featured a moment of silence for Mitch Koski, a firefighter who drowned while rescuing people from the harbor that day. Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Sounds like things are calming down and we're heading into a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, the rumbles of thunder and lightning and big hail that hit us this morning and then another chunk this evening fading away as high pressure takes over to set us up for a pretty decent weekend. And it's also going to change our temperature regimes. Past couple of days we've had it drastically cooler by the lake. Today's high temp in Silver Bay, for example, only 55. Same deal for Superior, while inland we cracked 90 in Siren, 87 for Hayward, even 87 in Ironwood, 82 for the folks in Big Fork. Tomorrow we'll settle on a high temp pretty close to 80 for everybody. Here's the latest look at the Doppler, and the storms from northern Wisconsin earlier this evening are now heading over towards the Keweenaw Peninsula in the UP. Just a few sprinkles left in parts of Minnesota. I think we're going to be clearing up, and for some towns tomorrow warming up, for others cooling down. So tonight, low near 50. 50-50 chance for a little more precip till about midnight. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, 79, 80 degrees pretty much across the board. Will that weather last? Frankly, I think it will. I'll talk about how long with the 7-day forecast later on here in the news.
Thank you, Dave. Duluth police say they busted a longtime heroin and fentanyl dealer this afternoon. The Lake Superior Drug and Violent Crime Task Force arrested 39-year-old Carvel Robinson, seen here in a mugshot from a previous arrest. It happened shortly before 1 p.m. in the 600 block of West 2nd Street. According to the department, investigators seized fentanyl, ecstasy, meth, cocaine, and more than $3,200. Robinson was on probation for selling heroin after getting out of prison last year. He has 8 previous drug convictions since 2010 and is in custody in the St. Louis County Jail. The daily number of people getting a COVID-19 vaccination is dwindling in the U.S., so the task now becomes how to make sure millions of vaccines don't go to waste. In a new move, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has extended the shelf life of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine from 3 months to 4.5 months, potentially saving millions of doses. Former FDA Commissioner and current Johnson & Johnson board member Dr. Mark McClellan says it's possible their vaccine could last even longer.
We don't really know how long these vaccines can last on the shelf. The J&J vaccine is one that you can refrigerate for a long time, but as part of this emergency, we weren't able to take the time to see just how long they could last. So those studies are ongoing now.
The company's CEO, Alex Gorski, says they are trying to cut through the red tape to be able to move unused vaccines to other states or even countries that could use them so they don't go to waste. The Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled local health departments do not have the authority to close schools during emergencies like the coronavirus pandemic. The conservative majority of the court, in a 4-3 decision today, also ruled a school closure order issued last year by Public Health Madison and Dane County infringed on religious rights. The ruling is yet another victory for conservatives who challenged both state and local orders issued during the pandemic to close schools, limit capacity in buildings, and require masks. All of those restrictions have either expired or have been rescinded by the courts. After 15 months of a CDC no-sail order, cruise ships around the U.S. are poised to welcome back vacationers. Royal Caribbean Group CEO is eager to see Americans embark on one of his vessels from Port Everglades in 2 weeks. But after the cruise industry spent over a year negotiating with the CDC on how to safely protect against COVID and prevent superspreader events, there's another wave of resistance. Florida's governor sued the CDC to permit U.S.-based cruises in the spring. Then last month, the Republicans signed an executive order prohibiting businesses from requiring vaccinations, a key CDC recommendation for sailing. And on Monday, Texas's governor followed suit.
No business or government entity can require a person to provide a vaccine passport or any other vaccine information as a condition of receiving any service or entering any place.
Before COVID, more than $10 billion in direct spending was generated by the cruise industry in Texas and Florida, nearly half of annual cruise spending in the U.S. Cruise lines are eager to earn some of that money back. Prices for new and used cars are soaring, and they're not going to stop anytime soon. Car dealer lots have only a fraction of the vehicles, both new and used, that they typically have. That's helping send prices to record levels and lifting the nation's overall inflation rate. According to J.D. Power, the average new car price hit a record in May at more than $38,000. That's up 12% from the same period a year ago when many car dealerships were closed by the pandemic. And now, sales are booming. May's seasonally adjusted sales rate for new car sales rose 34% compared with a year ago. But the demand is coming at a time when auto plants are closed or running at reduced production because of a computer chip shortage. Strong sales and limited supply are what's feeding that price boom. Despite fog and rainy weather, Park Point kicked off its 40-year-long tradition today after a break last year during the pandemic. Tourists and locals alike brought their raincoats, bags, and cash in hand for the annual Park Point rummage sale. Some sellers braced for the rain by bringing their sale inside their garages. Customers even prepared by driving golf carts while layering up in coats and blankets. Pat Burns, a seller, says the various household items for sale create a sustainable and welcoming opportunity for the community.
You know, gets people, all joining together in one common activity, and, it sort of recycles stuff and keeps things in circulation. So it's a heck of a lot better than just throwing it in the trash.
Customers say it's a great family event that they've been going to for years, passing it down to their children to keep Park Point's tradition alive. Tomorrow is the last day to do some bargain hunting, and it starts at 8 a.m. and lasts until 5 p.m. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, investing in state parks. That's the goal of Michigan's governor. How she hopes to do that next.
56 was our high temp at the airport in Duluth today. Temperatures, at least by the lake, sure came down from the heat wave earlier in the week, and now inland temperatures should dial down for the weekend. A splitting of the difference leads us all towards 80 degrees with sunshine, so it should be a classic summer weekend for us. We'll talk about if that'll spill into the work week or not coming up after our break.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Would you like to lose a pound of fat a day?
You know, everyone just treats me a little bit differently, a little bit better. You know, and I feel more comfortable in social situations.
Before, when I walked by a mirror, I would duck. I wouldn't look. Now it's like, where's that girl?
Order online or call today for a free consultation.
Been waiting to book a trip to Wisconsin Dells? It's time. It's time for family. It's time for fun. Hit the road. You'll be here in no time. Big attractions? Big time. Tasty food? Dinner time. Giant water parks? We put our swimsuits on one leg at a time. Make it a good trip. Make it a great trip. Make it the trip of a lifetime. Ooh, I'm just about out of time. Well, it does fly when you're having fun. Wisconsin Dells, it's time. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe, let's keep each other safe, Minnesota.
People with disabilities and people feeling the effects of aging. Roll up your sleeves and stay safe. Sign up today for Minnesota's Vaccine Connector program. Join the millions of people who have safely received a COVID-19 vaccine. It's the best thing you can do to support our local businesses and safely return to a more normal lifestyle. For further assistance, contact your COVID community coordinator at Access North.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our team has many years of general surgery experience and is the most experienced robotic team in the Northland. We are committed to providing the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker. We offer our surgical care at multiple hospitals and surgical centers, and most insurance plans are accepted.
Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
I lost a ton of weight, 93 pounds. I feel good, I look good. 75 days on the program. I've lost 53 pounds, 41.5 inches. You're not hungry.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our departing low-pressure system has left a bit of moisture in the atmosphere, and by the lake, temperature and dew point have come together, creating some thick fog. So we do have a dense fog alert that may stay in effect overnight for pretty much the entire shoreline and inland in southern St. Louis County and much of Carleton County as well. So do travel cautiously. It's a little bit hairy and scary out there. But by tomorrow, high pressure should take over and will clear up the sky, and it'll be a nice weekend. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about current conditions. They're coming in from Duluth Airport as we take a live look at downtown Duluth, which is, of course, blanketed in fog for a few more hours. Current temp up over the hill. It's 53 degrees. Relative humidity is 96%, which helps explain the fog. Wind is calm, which also helps egg on fog. Wind tends to blow fog away. You get a calm wind, it sticks around until the wind picks up, which may not happen until sunrise tomorrow. Current barometric pressure, 29.91 inches of mercury, starting to come up slowly as our low-pressure system departs and higher pressure takes over. Current temperatures, some are pretty toasty still, and some are still cooler by the lake. So Watersmeet 71, Hayward 68, Grand Rapids 71, International Falls 65, counterbalanced with 49 in La Pointe, 51 in Superior, and 55 towards Two Harbors and Silver Bay, and even cooler than that, Cloquet at 52. Tomorrow, high temps all across the board should go up towards 80, whether you're by the lake or farther inland. Okay, current Doppler map shows that cluster of storms that rolled through northern Wisconsin earlier this evening, well, made itself go through Gogebic County, and now it's over towards the Keweenaw Peninsula and picking up again, but it's exiting our region. This last low pressure system is finally departing, and that means then tonight, maybe till midnight, we still have a 50-50 shot at showers and storms. After that, it should start to clear up, thanks to high pressure pushing in. Tomorrow should be sunny and warm, near 80 degrees. Not bad at all. Taking a look at Sunday, it might be hot again. We'll go back to the mid-80s, but at least not the low to mid-90s. So a little bit warmer than normal indeed, but already by Monday it'll cool off again back into the 70s, and sunshine should hold on through Sunday as well. Tonight, no sunshine. Clouds will still linger from the departing low pressure system, and sunset's past anyway. So bottom line is still a slight chance for rain for a little while longer. Minnesota low temps near 50 for the most part. Wisconsin and Michigan low temps about 50 to 55. 60% chance for one final go around with some precip till about midnight. Then it settles down. Tomorrow mostly sunny Wisconsin and Michigan with highs from 78 to 82. And Minnesota numbers pretty close to 80 inland, but cooler by the lake. Extended forecast. High pressure taking over for Saturday keeps us on the sunny side through Wednesday. Temperature-wise, about 77 to 85 degrees, so not as hot as last week, fairly summery. Next rain chance is Thursday. It's a 40% chance with another return there, at least for a day, towards 85 degrees.
Thanks, Dave. Back in 2012, a blue ribbon panel for Michigan State Park System recommended the state needed $268 million to fix a backlog of projects across the state. A number like that would take decades for the state to pay off. Now, in 2021, the American Rescue Plan is making that possible.
I'm proposing that we use $250 million to work on the backlog of park infrastructure projects and provide new investment.
It may be the largest single influx of funding the state park system has ever seen. After a record-setting year, it is needed.
Last year, we welcomed over 35 million visitors into our parks, a 30% increase over 2019.
I think that the 30% increase in visitorship tells you why the infrastructure is so stressed, right? It was older to begin with, it hadn't been maintained, and then trying to support this many additional people coming in.
Replacing water and utility lines, preserving historic buildings, and updating facilities. The list of projects stack up across Michigan state parks. Governor Whitmer wants to wipe out almost all of the backlog with $250 million of COVID relief funds. Before the American Rescue Plan came through, what was the timeline, the thought process of getting this amount of money into the system somehow?
Well, $250 million is an incredible investment that we can make because of the American Rescue Plan. I don't know that we'd had a solution to that whole number, frankly, but we've been working really hard to make sure that we have a long-term sustainable plan.
The plan still has to be approved by the Republican-led legislature in their ongoing budget talks, but Whitmer is confident the outdoors speaks to every Michigander. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, after COVID delays, dogs from all 50 states hit the green carpet today. We'll have the details from the Westminster Dog Show next.
CBS 3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChev.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChev.com, a better way to buy.
Celebrate the savings during the anniversary sale at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale, like this 94-inch Stephan sofa for $599. Plus, no money down, special financing for 3 years, and free shipping during the anniversary sale, only at Home Furniture.
Excitement is building for something big. The Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard exclusively at DQ. It's an iconic combo. Pieces of Thin Mints cookies mixed with refreshing cool mint and world-famous DQ vanilla soft serve, making a treat so innovative that every bite is a sweet feat of ingenuity. In the Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
During the anniversary sale at Home Sleep Express, get a purple mattress with no money down, special financing for 6 years, plus free delivery and setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. Buy a purple mattress today during the anniversary sale at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Beginning today, thousands of canines from all 50 states and 10 countries will hit the green carpet for the 145th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. COVID delayed the show a few months and also shifted the venue. But now this Sunday, one prized pooch will be crowned Best in Show. Elise Preston reports from Tarrytown, New York.
From gracefully leaping through hoops to quickly navigating mazes. It takes a lot to be top dog.
The proper exercise is important. Nutrition is really important. And of course, skin and hair.
Over the next few days, pooches and their handlers will be showing off their training, agility, and personality in this year's Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Joshua Faulkner breeds Dogo Argentino pups like 7-month-old Tino. The muscular hunting dog is one of 4 new breeds now eligible to compete.
He is just everything that we hope for in the Dogo Argentino. Tenacious dog, athletic, powerful.
The Beaver Terrier, Belgian Lacanois, and the Barbet will also be stepping onto the green carpet at the historic Lyndhurst Estate in Tarrytown, New York.
The Lyndhurst Estate actually has a very long history of dog shows. There were dog shows held here for 30 years in the 70s and 80s and early 90s.
The coronavirus forced the event out of Manhattan for the first time in its history, and spectators and vendors aren't allowed. Still, Faulkner says this year's show is especially important.
I think people in general change their whole way of life to really adapt to being home more with their own family and spending more time with their family unit.
And their dogs are an extension
And
of
their
that.
dogs are their family unit.
Good boy.
All eyes will be on the prize pups Sunday night when one will be crowned Best in Show. Elise Preston, CBS News, Tarrytown, New York.
Westminster officials say they plan to bring the show back to New York City in 2022 at Madison Square Garden. Coming up in sports, the Twins looking to go back-to-back with another tough opponent at home. Kelly is in next.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Would you like to lose a pound of fat a day?
You have to weigh yourself every morning, and when you just see the pound go off every morning, it just keeps you going.
Step on the scale and you see the weight that you lost, and you're like, oh, this is so easy. Why didn't I do this before?
Order online or call today for a free consultation.
I chose a career that isn't easy, it's dangerous, and it's hard. Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College has set me up with everything I need to succeed. Through challenging classes, longer defensive tactics training, and instructors who work in the industry, Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is setting me up for success.
Little child, we're in a
I've been teaching intro to meteorology here at Lake Superior College's flight school since 2003. Every year now for the past 18 years, I've been able to sharpen my own skills again once a year, but it's like I'm retaking intro to meteorology, and so I remember the rules of the sky, and it's easier to impart those rules on these pilots that are going to need to learn these skills so they can stay safe in the sky.
For the most local forecast from the most experienced local meteorologist, turn to Dave Anderson.
Gaina get a answering Kajose Maznaigan, Kidanana Kidasna, Kidanan Kina, Ansuan Kajose Maznaigan, Numayana, get a squatta, get a squagabeana Kina, get Skada Show, Minwajmu, and Giabigo Beanish, July 16, 2021, Gida Bean to B, Minnesota Sure. Navigators, da we do Kagewa, Gwene, Gija Bean to Gay, Gay, and Gang Gago, Gida Ma Gaysin, Minungam, Gidagan, Oavandan, www.insureduluth.org/help.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
I never thought that you could lose weight without working out, but this is one of those programs that you don't have to work out.
In the first 40 days, I lost 28 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Miraculously, the Twins avoided a sweep from the Yankees with a come-from-behind 7-5 walk-off win yesterday. That was, of course, after dropping a pair of ugly 2 games earlier that week. Twins welcoming in another tough one. The Astros continued their 3-city road trip with a final stop in the Twin Cities. Bottom of the second, Miguel Sano unleashes to left center for his 13th home run of the year. He brings the Twins to a 2-0 lead after Nelson Cruz's first inning homer himself. Top of the 6th, Astros, Yuli Gurriel says, I would like to join that home run party as well. Snaps his 10th home run of the season to make it a tie game. Astros retake the lead from there, but the Twins answer right back in the form of Josh Donaldson, a.k.a. the bringer of rain, bringing the rain with the solo shot to tie it up. So it's a 4-apiece game. But the Astros get 2 back. Twins go down 6-4 the final. And some more Friday Night Baseball. The Pirates take on the Brewers in a National League Central Division battle in Milwaukee. Brandon Woodruff getting the start on the hill for the Brewers tonight, facing his old Milwaukee teammate, Ben Gamel, a.k.a. the Great Gambino. Here in the top of the second, Gamel wins this battle, belting a solo homer in the second deck in right field. It's 1-0 Pirates. Bottom of the second, the home team answers. Jackie Bradley Jr. lines one to right off Pirates starter Chase DeJong. Omar Navarez hustles home from second, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Still in the second, Brewers with runners at the corners. It's pitcher Brandon Woodruff laying down the perfect sac bunt. Jace Peterson will score. It's 2-1 Milwaukee at last check. They were looking to close this one out in the 8th. And state tennis tournament coming to a conclusion today. Duluth East duo of Ty Kruger and Dane Patton's run came to an end in the third-place game. They lose in 3 sets. Still a miraculous season for them. After falling on the road in Brooklyn during the last 2 games of the Eastern Conference semifinal series, it was about time that the Bucks put a tally in the win column. Bucks fans received the best bang for their buck in Game 3 during a 4-quarter thriller last night. With just 11 seconds left, Bucks down by 1. They got production out of Drew Holiday, who spins scores, making it a 1-point game going into a Nets timeout. But the mighty Kevin Durant looking to be the hero, as he always does, of the day behind the arc. But it was a no-go. Milwaukee avoided a 3-0 hole thanks to Giannis and Chris Middleton, who both brought the heat at home, combining for 68 points. Bucks know it was a rather ugly finish, but a win is a win.
I think we can play better. We can play better. We can play faster. We can play more together. We can move the ball better. So we can get back to our scoring 110, 120 points like we usually do. But at the end of the day, if we can win a game by scoring, how many scored? 84, 86? I'll take it any night.
And of course, the Bucks hope to be treated to victory once again. Game 4 is on Sunday afternoon. And the last time the Greenway softball team played in a section playoffs before this season, the current seniors were sophomores, and they lost in the first round of the 7AA bracket. Well, fast forward to 2021, those sophomores are seniors, and they are on to the state tournament. Aside from a 4-run inning for the Proctor Rails, the Raiders soared to a 7-4 win in the section championship yesterday afternoon, punching their first ticket to the state tournament since 1994 and keeping their undefeated season alive. They sit at 25-0.
Oh, it just feels great because the girls, some of the best leaders on this team are seniors, so it feels good to play with them one last time, and especially with like a winning season like this one. Everybody is just so like hardworking, and we really worked hard for this.
I told the kids, you know, I had a tear come into my eye, and I just had to stop and take a little breath. I have been excited to play in my own career and do a lot of things as an athlete myself. But this is the proudest I've ever been, and this is the most excited I've ever been to go to a state tournament.
Raiders await seeding this weekend. The Class AA tournament begins next Tuesday in Mankato, Minnesota. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Hi, John with Prime Appliance. Our summer sizzler sale's on now. While the temperature is rising, the prices are dropping on all appliances and air conditioning. Get this 8,000 BTU portable air conditioner for just $299. Or a Danby 11 cubic foot all refrigerator for just $695. Get a Beko 15 cubic foot upright freezer for just $748 in white and $796 in graphite gray. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
Monday at 10, we're taking a look at one local Duluth neighborhood and how years of contamination stretching back to 1915 are now being resolved. Join us to hear what it will take to transform this former U.S. Steelworks site into a recreational setting on live, local CBS3.
By hook or by crook, after 30 years or so, I've become the longest-serving broadcast meteorologist here in this market. I've been an on and off part of it since 1986. We have a higher quotient of people who grew up in this area, lived the weather all their lives, know what's supposed to happen for each specific time of the year around here. CBS3 Live and Local, we try to live up to that, and I'm hoping people will like what they see and tell all their friends and it works.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Well, that is all the time we have tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the beautiful weather this weekend.